She got no job, no car, still wanna vacay in Zanzibar. Got champagne taste, ramen budget, but if I ain't ballin', she saying, boy, forget it. She wearing Shein like it's Fendi, dreams big but pockets empty. Scrolls my page, says I'm not her type, cause I ain't posting no yacht life. She want roses, gold chains, Dior, but she asking me, can you cover the store? I asked her, girl, what do you bring to the table? She said, Wi-Fi, password, and good cable. Why I gotta make 6 figures for a broke girl? She ain't got rent, but she want the whole world. Want steak on a plate, never cooked in her life. Saying, I'm the prize, but can't be a wife. Yeah, I gotta drive a Benz just to date a couch potato. Swipe me for a meal, then ghost me like NATO. If broke was a job, she got full tenure, but I need a 6-figure check just to win her. She posting, know your worth with a filter on, but don't know how to spell entrepreneur in her bio, hun. Got 10 cash apps and none of them full. Yeah, she judging me if my chain ain't pull. She got dreams of Dubai, but debt from Best Buy. And if I ain't rich, I get no reply. She say manifest me a man with a villa. Meanwhile, she at home sharing fries with her sister. Says she need a king, no less, but she sleeping in a t-shirt, hair a mess. Tells me energy matters, it's all about the vibe, but she ain't vibing with a 9 to 5. Why I gotta make 6 figures for a broke girl?
What's up, everyone? What's up? What's up, my brothers? What's up? Hope everyone's doing well. How's everyone doing? Yeah, hope everyone's doing well. All right, so we have a few videos up for tonight. I think some decent videos. So hopefully you guys will enjoy. Hopefully you guys will enjoy. All right. Let's get started. So, I've said this countless times before. That dating for women is easy. It don't matter what category they fall in. They could be fat, skinny, ugly, pretty, old, young, have 8 kids, no kids, whatever. Women will always have options. There will always be a simp. There will always be a fool out there. There will always be a beta male. There will always be a man that will want them, that will have sex with them, of course, date them, be in a relationship with them, even marry them. So majority of women will never have an issue finding a man. But women will make it hard. Women will make it harder because of all their standards, preferences, and crazy ideology. So a lot of women say, "Oh, where are the good men at?" There are plenty of good men out there. The problem is, are you attracted to them? The problem is, it's not that there aren't men that will be faithful to you, be monogamous to you, provide for you, do whatever, treat you like a queen. It's not like there's a problem with that. The problem is, are you attracted to the men that will? Are you attracted to the men that want you? That's the issue. And usually women aren't. So they will make it harder. Plus, then they will add on stipulations. He got to be this tall. He got to look like this. He got to be of this race. He got to make this much money. He has to be this charming. He has to be this funny, so on and so on. So women will always make dating harder for them. This is why I've said countless times before where I have zero sympathy for women when it comes to men and women dynamics. That is, I mean, I care, right? Human beings, I care for everyone. But the issue is that I don't care when it comes to dating. Okay, when it comes to men and women dynamics for women, I have zero sympathy. Because when you have all the power, when you have all the privilege, when shit is easy for you and you make it purposely hard, why would you deserve sympathy? That is my view on that. So we'll talk about that a bunch tonight with a bunch of clips I have. So let's get started. Let's get started with some TikTok videos. All right, so let's check out this lady.
Girl, men are never gonna fall in love with your actions. No matter how much you do for them, no matter how nice you are, how much you cook, how much you clean, you buy him everything he wants, you pay his bill, you let him use your body, you help him with his career or build his empire, whatever that is, he is just gonna keep taking advantage of you. He's never gonna one day just turn into that Prince Charming you've been hoping for, you've been pouring your resources and energy and effort into. Because men only give princess treatment to women who feel like they're worthy. And if you were his dream girl, he would have made that clear from day one with the way that he treated you. So stop feeding yourself this lie that if you were just a better girlfriend, if you just tried a little bit harder, he would finally see your worth. He would finally change the way that he treats you. Girl, men.
This is why women fail at dating. A lot of women constantly, one, they want to change men. Two, they pick terrible men. And they use that notion of, oh, this man I picked, he treats me bad, all men are shitty. That don't make sense, doesn't it? It don't make sense like that. So women with this kind of mindset, no wonder they are single. No wonder they are failing at something that should be monstrously easy for them. Let's break this one down. And I have a couple clips with her talking more craziness. So let's break it down.
With your actions. No matter how much you do for them, girl, men are never going to fall in love with your actions. No matter how much you do for them, no matter how nice you are, how much you cook, how much you clean, you buy him everything he wants, you pay.
First of all, men would. Maybe not the men that you chose. That's the problem. Don't say, this is why I always like the clarification. How about none of the men that I chose will fall in love with my actions? Because that's better, right? That's more clear. And that makes sense. It's the men that you chose, not men, because then you can't, because this is what women want to do, right? They say men, so they can say that majority of men like this or all men like this. No, when you think about it, when they say men that I chose, that is less than a handful of men. Most women don't date, they don't have a dating history of 10, 20, 30, 100, hundreds of men they have actually dated. They don't. Most women have maybe 5, okay? Maybe about 5 relationships they've been in. So you want to judge all men, majority men, on 5 men you've chose. 5 men you chose, okay? Because this is the thing where women have the liberty, they have the, luxury of options, okay? You have, 100 flavors to choose from. Yet you chose, okay? You chose the shit flavored one. Well, that's you. You chose it. No one forced you to choose what you chose. So no, men would love women to cook, clean, treat them amazingly, and paying bills. I'm not saying there aren't women like that, but I'm saying that's rare. That shit is rare. And honestly, only the Pookies and the bad boys and the top tier men even get shit like that. Get women to simp for them. Women treasure their money more than their bodies. Women are more willing to give you their bodies than they will give you your money. So I don't know about that. So paying bills is kind of rare. But I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but it only happens to the Pookies, the rare top tier men, highly desirable men, right? The men that you are crazy over, which is not all men.
Pay his bill, you let him use your body, you help him with his career or build his empire, whatever that is, he is just gonna keep taking advantage of you. He's never gonna one day just turn into that Prince Charming. You've been.
See, that's the thing. That's what a lot of women fail at. Hopium. I'm gonna date the Pookie. I know he has a lot of red flags. I know he's a shitty man. I know he's a liar, a cheater, an abuser. But I hope he will change. I think he will change. I love him so much. I believe he will change. Are you stupid? That is the insanity of so many women. They know the red flags. They see the red flags. This is why a lot of times I don't believe women's fake victimhood. Men lie. Really? Men aren't that good, right? Men aren't that good at lying. I don't think majority of men aren't, definitely. Even the players, I don't think that many men, even the players, are that good at lying. I'm not saying they're not, they don't have great lying abilities, but they're not that good. A lot of times it's that you lie to yourselves. A lot of these women lie to themselves. They keep themselves in a lie. Oh, you know what? He has anger issues, or he's cheated in his past, but you know what? I love this man so much. He's going to change for me. He's going to become that Prince Charming I want him to be. And this is the problem. It shows you accountability. Not that man, because you saw the red flags. You know the red flags. You know this man is a shitty man. But you lied to yourself, right? You lied to yourself and you fool yourself and you put an image onto a man that it wasn't there. So you think, oh man, this man's going to change. He's going to become a Prince Charming. A lot of women don't understand. They don't accept the shitty men that they already chose. They think that, oh, he's just like this now, but he's going to change. He's going to be different. No, he is what he is. Either accept the shitty man that you picked or stop that shit and move on. But no. Women don't want to seem like, I picked the Pookie. I got to stick with it.
Hoping for, been pouring your resources and energy and effort into, because men only give princess treatment to women who feel like they're worthy. And if you were,
no, this is the stupidness. Men give princess treatment for the women that they love, for the women that, show these men that she loves him. The whole cooking and cleaning, it's like, the problem is that I've seen this, something that women do this a lot of times. They say that they build with these men. They say that they're ride or die with these men. But the problem is you chose shitty men. You chose shitty men to be ride or dies, to be ride or die chicks to build with. All right? Or, you chose shitty men to be ride or die chicks. You chose shitty men to build with. And then you think, I shouldn't build with these men. I should stop building with men. No, you should pick good men and build with them and show that you'll ride or die with them. And that's when good men will, go above and beyond for you. Okay. Because you were there through the tough times. You were there, you made things worth it for him.
For his dream girl, he would have made that clear from day one with the way that he treated you. So stop feeding yourself this lie that if you were just a better girlfriend, if you just tried a little bit harder, he would finally see your worth. He would finally change the way that.
Now, I agree this part where, it doesn't, sometimes a lot of people got to understand, men or women, you got to understand that you got to see how they treat you and view you already. Making you think that, and I've been there and I've done that, okay? Thinking that you're going to try to change yourself. You're going to try to be better. You're going to try to go above and beyond, hoping the other person will change, hoping the other person will see your value. That is a sign of your own stupidity. That is a sign of your own foolishness, naivete, right? So, yeah, that is something that we all have to wake up from. We have to realize that when it comes to relationships, when it comes to love, it should be a two-way street. Here's my thing when I think about simps. Simping, okay? It's not because a lot of women like want to like change the word of simping. It's not a boyfriend simping for a woman. Who cares about the title? It's about the disparity in effort. So if a man is like, let's say he is, going above and beyond for you. He's cooking, he's cleaning, he's buying her shit like LV every week. He's like writing her love notes. He's taking her to fine dining every week. He's like going crazy above and beyond for her. All she does, no sex, no nothing, no nothing of affection. She said, "Thank you." That's it. That's all she does. Thank you. And it's an extreme disparity, but you see that is simping, where the effort isn't close, and in reality, he's barely getting nothing. That is what men see as simping, where one is going above and beyond and getting nothing for it. No matter, even if it's like, let's say a boyfriend and girlfriend thing, if that's how it is, the disparity of effort, then yes, that is simping. Same thing with like, I did a story a while back of a guy spending $10K on an OF model just for a hug and a picture. Are you kidding me? $10K for a hug and a picture? Yeah, that is fucking simping.
Girls, we are just not meant to be working 9 to 5s. We are not meant to be slaving away, grinding with the men. It literally makes no sense. Like, men wake up with 1,000 units of testosterone coursing through their blood every 24 hours. And we wake up and we're different, like literally every week because of our cycle. One week we are in pain, we are bleeding, we are lying on the ground. Another week we finally have energy again. Another week we're irritable. Listen, ladies, if you cannot like hang on and push yourself any longer, don't blame yourself. It's not your fault. This system was built by men for men. We don't have cycles every month. And while I'm never ever going to say a woman cannot achieve, because we have been overachieving over the men if you look at all the statistics, which is just absolutely incredible given how much harder it is just for us to biologically grind that way. But research also shows women need to rest more, women need way more sleep. So if you can find anything, any way to go down to part-time, work from home, do a little bit less without beating yourself up, do not feel bad for prioritizing your mental health. Do not feel bad, ladies, for caring about having an emotional life, for caring about having enough rest. What I did was I became a content creator and I completely control my schedule. It is 3 p.m. right now. I'm literally in my bed resting. I can film content whenever I want, wherever I want. I've made 6 figures from doing this, and it gave me the time and the space to choose which environments I wanted to be in, to be allowed to rest whenever I wanted, to travel, to fulfill myself in other ways. Don't let a system that's not built for you keep you trapped and feeling worthless about yourself, but finding ways to make your life easier, to not be having anxiety attacks, panic attacks, be in depression, be in chronic burnout. You have to find another way, girls. Your happiness, your health is non-negotiable. Girl.
I mean, she speaks for women, right? I just find it interesting that a lot of women show how they're truly not equal to men. They're not. And it's fine. But then you show that you are definitely not equal nor superior to men. You can't cut it. Now, yes, the grind ain't easy. No, I mean, it really ain't easy. And well, we'll break it down. We'll break this down. Because she said, let's break it down.
We are just not meant to be working 9 to 5s. We are not meant to be slaving away, grinding with the men. It literally makes no sense. Like, men wake up with 1,000 units of testosterone coursing through.
It's funny that you said you're not meant to. Women aren't meant to. Yet, on the flip side, women are the ones who fought for it. Women are the ones who fought for it. You don't want to be housewives but now you don't want to be strong and independent. Hmm. It's kind of like really make up what you want. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. And I want to show these videos because these are the insanities of women. Okay, where like you can't pick a good man. You can't survive in the working world. Then I don't know what are you guys doing? It's like you're all over the place. And this is the thing, right? This is why a lot of women, more than ever before, are on antidepressants or on some form of medication for some mental disorders. Right? So you gotta see.
Blood every 24 hours. And we wake up and we're different, like literally every week because of our cycle. One week we are in pain, we are bleeding, we are lying on the ground. Another week we finally have energy again. Another week we're irritable. Listen, ladies, if you cannot like hang on and push yourself any longer, don't blame yourself. It's not your fault. This system was built by men for men. You don't have
No. The system wasn't built by men for men. No, it was built by the elites. It was built by a select few men, okay, for the select few men to prosper. Okay? If it was built for men, right, by men, all men would be succeeding. Because it was built for men. So how is something that's built for men and there are men that's not succeeding? Because let's say this, even if men are lazy, men don't do nothing. Well, it's built for men. So really, does it matter if he's lazy? It's built for him. But it's not. It's not. It's built for the very few to succeed. The very few succeed. To be honest, I believe regardless of gender or race, it's built for the very few to succeed. Not for the many. So no, that's a wrong ideology. It's not built for men. Yeah, it's built by men, but a select few men. And why is that important? Because the majority of men had no say. The majority of men had nothing to do with it. Because you got to think, you got to imagine one man, let's say one man compared to 100,000 men, it's like a drop in the bucket. So it's extremely important because the difference is what matters.
Cycles every month. And while I'm never ever going to say a woman cannot achieve, because we have been overachieving over the men if you look at all the statistics, which is just absolutely incredible given how.
Well, here's the thing. Yes, women are doing better than ever. But again, men still out-earn women. So the statistics say, yes, women are doing better. Comparatively, men still do better. So,
how much harder it is just for us to biologically grind that way. But research also shows women need to rest more. Women need way more sleep. So if you can find anything, any way to go down to part-time, work from home, do a little bit less without beating yourself.
I find it funny. The way you could have done it was be a housewife. That's how you could have done it. But women fought against that.
Self up. Do not feel bad for prioritizing your mental health. Do not feel bad, ladies, for caring about having an emotional life, for caring about having enough rest. What I did was I became a content creator and I completely control my schedule. It is 3 p.m. right now. I'm literally in my bed resting. I can film content whenever I want, wherever I want. I've made 6 figures from doing this. And
yeah, content creating can make you a lot of money. I'm kind of surprised that you can make 6 figures, or her. Because I don't know who she is. But, it is what it is. Great for her. So, whatever.
Stingy guys are literally the worst, especially when
I think this is kind of funny. Okay, where these are the types of women that society or women prop up to make wealthy. Okay. It's like, I find it really funny and interesting. This is why I show you this type of woman, because so this is what you do to make six figures. Great. I've said this before. If you know, I find, because I've had plenty of detractors, haters say, "Oh, you know, you do this to make money." If I wanted to make money, right? If I really wanted to make money, I would pander to women. If I really wanted to make money, if my focus was making money, I would pander to women. I would be saying, men are jerks, men are terrible, men are shitty. You go, queen. It's like, you know, how dare he cheats on you? You are a 10. You are perfect. He doesn't deserve you. I would be pandering to women, because I honestly believe, you know, when you lie, women buy. Pandering to women is the cheat code to success, because women are the primary consumers, right, of many things, particularly social media. So if I wanted to make money, if I really cared about making money, I would switch my content and pander to women. Men, I mean, you know, men are cool, but men are not the ones to predominantly, you know, just what is it? Really push your content like that. So it is, but I don't care, right? I like how I do it. So I'm not really into pandering to women and stuff. So I'm not really into pandering at all, but you know.
Are actually wealthy, so that pisses me off even more, because you could be making such a huge difference. You could be making more of a contribution, but you just choose not to. Like, you could easily afford it. It's not a problem for you, but they're literally just the worst. Like, they don't value anything that they can't get a major discount on. They're constantly thinking about how they can spend less money. And being with a man who you feel like is pinching and counting every single penny he ever spends towards you, it's just such a turnoff. Like, nothing dries up my more than that. Honestly, if it ever really came down to the choice, much rather date a generous, less wealthy guy. As long as he's generous towards you, that is all that matters. The richest guy who is super Scrooge McDuck could
Yo, Evil Eddie, what's up, my brother?
be a billionaire, but if he will not spend on you, if he will not be generous toward you, what good is that money for, honey? You are never going to see a single cent of it. Stingy.
What good is that money for? I find it funny. I find that shit funny. Because here's a woman that has said she makes six figures. She said she makes six figures. So what's good at her money for? What's good for him? I've said this countless times before. This is why women's money means absolutely nothing. It's useless. Honestly, you might as well just burn it. Because at the end of the day, you still require men to pay. And that's why in the beginning I said, like, she's talking about paying bills. Do women really do that? I think that's like 1% of women. 1% of women paying for men bills. Maybe 1%. Probably even less. Because women will be quicker to give you their bodies than to pay a bill for you. So really, this is the thing. And then you wonder why women like this are failing. Women like this don't have a man when it should be very easy. Because women like this are so vapid. It really is.
Really the worst, especially when they are actually wealthy. So that pisses me off even more, because you could be making such a huge difference. You could be making more of a contribution, but you just choose not.
Making a difference and a contribution. You are a woman that says you make six figures. A woman that says you make your own schedule, that you don't work, right? You pretty much do content creation. Hey, you just make content whenever you want, and you make six figures from it. And then you have the audacity, the entitlement to say, I need a man to make a contribution, to not be stingy, to pay for shit. The fuck it's like, what use are you? And like, this is why men just see you as a body to be used. That's it. This is why men value women for their beauty, youth, womb, and body. That is it. I honestly believe men don't want to be superficial. But honestly, if that's all they get, then no duh, they're superficial.
Not to, like, you could easily afford it. It's not a problem for you, but they're literally just the worst. Like, they don't value anything that they can't get a major discount on.
Women synonymously love discounts. They love sales. So really, I find it weird.
Constantly thinking about how they can spend less money, and being with a man who you feel like is pinching and counting every single penny he ever spends towards you.
What do you think about spending your money towards a man? Honestly, this is why, like I said, why women don't spend money on men, because they don't want to. And if women did spend money on men, they would be thinking like this. You think your six figures would be all nice and dandy? No, it would be shrinking because you're spending your money consistently. Right? You'd be spending your money more than you're actually taking in if you are spending your money on men. But you're not. This is the luxury of women. And that's why it's like, this is the luxury of women, which is funny because she was saying, oh, women have it so bad. Really? Women do have it bad? Look what you're pointing out. Why men need to spend money on women.
It's just such a turnoff. Like, nothing dries up my more than that. Honestly,
So spending less on her dries her up. Yes. I think just like how Evil Eddie said. So she's saying dating is prostitution. Pretty much. More money you have, the wetter she gets. So, throw it on her and you can just slide right in.
if it ever really came down to the choice, much rather date a generous, less wealthy guy. As long as he's generous towards you, that is all that matters. The richest guy who is super Scrooge McDuck could be a billionaire, but if he will not spend on you, if he will not be generous toward you, what good is that money for, honey? You are never...
What do you guys think? Give me a minute.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creatures.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creatures.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creatures.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creatures.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Thank you for standing by. All right, let's check another video. All right, let's check out this clip. Now, sometimes when I see certain clips, right, I always like to preference that, who knows if things are fake or a skit or whatever. I would like to say this, that, whether something is a skit or fake or not, shit like this is happening somewhere. Okay? Nothing is that original. Nothing. So, I like to preference that, because sometimes it just seems like audacious, seems like it's planned, but I would say, like I said, nothing is that original. So let's play this out.
This fool gonna tell me I got an attitude because I want a man that's 40 and up with no kids, and he got all these kids.
You do got an attitude.
Don't.
You do got an
No, I
attitude.
don't. No, I don't.
So
It
here's
ain't nothing wrong with me wanting a man with no kids so we can have kids.
you want a seasoned man. You want a seasoned man, 40 and up, with no children.
That's right.
Like
That's right.
Good luck
That's
with
right.
finding that because
I will.
You wait
I
till we,
will.
but you
I
wait.
don't want no man
wait a
with
minute.
a whole bunch of kids
So
already.
sure, you wait till we get on the. So we get to this date. We've been talking for a week
I
on the
don't
phone.
care.
You didn't say nothing about no
Yes.
kids, nothing
That's
like
why
that.
we on a date. We
Okay,
getting to
so
know
we on
each
a date.
other. Now you know what I want.
Okay, and you recording? You how old and you recording?
That's right.
You
I'm
how
recording.
old and you recording
Because I
me?
want everybody
You
to see
recording me?
that this man calling me, telling me that
You are.
I'm
You
tripping.
Are. You are.
just
You
because
are. You are.
my standards
never,
is I
ever-
want a man
Yo,
that
the
don't
percentage
have no kids.
The percentage of you finding a man with no kids, 40 and up, is super low.
No, it's not.
Good luck with
No,
that.
it's not.
Good luck
No,
with
it's
your
not.
journey.
No, it's
you
not.
wasted
No,
my
it's not.
time.
No,
and
you
ain't
wasted my
You
time.
wasted my
No.
time. You,
He wasted my time.
Hey, you know what? It's whatever.
You can leave. You can leave.
Oh, so now you,
You
got
can
attitude.
leave.
So now you got
No,
attitude.
I ain't got no attitude.
Okay, well,
you
let's
don't want
see.
to tell me I got
Okay,
an attitude,
well,
but
let's
that
see
don't
how you
mean I
feel.
got an attitude.
Okay, well,
Just
let's see
'cause
when
you say
I
I
bet
got
you
an
you gonna
attitude.
find a man with kids.
I bet you
40
I
and
will.
up.
I bet you I will.
All right,
I don't want
whatever.
no man that got
You know
all
what?
these kids
I don't know where
hopping
you going.
around.
I bet you
Where you
better vote.
going? Where you
What
going?
you mean where I'm going?
Where you going? Why you getting up? Where you going?
That
Where you
disqualify
going?
me.
We
I
can't
have
hold a
children
conversation.
that I love.
We
Yeah,
can't
we can
hold a
have
conversation.
We can have a conversation.
You was acting
but-
all like you
no,
like
I'm
me
seasoned.
and this and that,
I'm
and now
seasoned. I
you
have
finna get up
children,
and
baby.
leave.
I'm seasoned and I have children.
That don't mean you seasoned.
Good luck and goodbye.
Well, goodbye.
That's why this seems like very crazy, right? It seems like it's very delusional, insanely delusional. So I'm like, oh, this can't be real. Can't be real. But what am I saying? It's women. Women can be extremely delusional. So that's why I said nothing's original. Can't be surprised. Cannot be surprised. And this is the thing. I've said this before. No matter, right, whatever category she fits in, old, young, you know, ugly, pretty, baby mama, no kids, whatever. Women will always have options of men. You will always find a man that fits an option. So we're going to say a lot of this, but if you want a man that's 40 and up that don't have kids, you could probably find him. You could probably find him. The problem is, are you going to be attracted to him? Is he going to fit all your other requirements? That's the issue. Now, if that's the biggest issue you have, then fine. As long as you don't mind if he's not that good looking, not that financially stable, whatever. But then you're like, oh, you know what? I also need him to be good looking. I also need him to be financially stable. I also need him to be well, then no duh. You can't find a man. Right? No duh, you can't find a man. Because all these things you're putting on, yeah, you making it harder. So no duh that women like this, you are in your later years and still in the dating market. You're still in the dating market. That is the insanity.
Who gonna tell me I got an attitude because I want a man that's 40 and up with no kids, and he got all these kids?
You do got an attitude.
Don't.
You do got an attitude.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
She seems like she doesn't have an attitude, but I said it. You can find a man that's 40 and up without kids. You can. Now, one, like I said, is either you're not attracted to those men. Two, the men that are 40 and up without kids, there's also a high likelihood that he never wants kids. The dating flea market.
So here's
It
my.
ain't nothing wrong with me wanting a man with no kids so we can have kids.
One, there's nothing wrong with you wanting a man that doesn't have kids. There is something wrong with you wanting a man to have kids with. I'm sorry, she looks in her 40s. I mean, in her 50s. She looks old. I mean, maybe at best mid 40s. That's being at best. I'm thinking she's like, I don't know. 40 plus is like what? She gotta be 49 then. I mean, come on, she looks really old. But this is the insanity. Are you stupid? You want kids at your age? Are you crazy? This is the problem with so many women. If you wanted a family, you should have focused on that in your prime. This is the problem with women. And I made a TikTok about this where a lot of women, you have the freedom of choice. Whatever your choice, whatever your preferences, your standards, whatever, that is your freedom. That is your freedom. I'm saying no one can dispute your preferences, your standards, whatever. It is yours. The problem is you're not free from consequences. You are this fucking old and you still want to get pregnant? It's like, one, I'm not saying it's impossible because it's not. But one, you are putting your health at risk. Okay, you're putting your health at risk, at extreme risk. Two, you're putting the child at extreme risk. Okay, it is very dangerous for both the mother and child to do a pregnancy late in your life. That is absolutely ridiculous with these women. And this is the consequence of your actions is that, I'm sorry, you're not going to get it. Shit like this is like, you are now on the road to being just single and childless for the rest of your life. It's just how it is. I mean, women like this got to wake up.
That's why you will buy a dog and die alone.
And that's your life.
You want a seasoned man, 40 and up, with no children.
That's right.
Like,
that's right.
Good luck
that's
with
right.
finding that, because
I will.
you wait
I
till
will.
But it is good luck, right? Good luck in finding that. I mean, I'm not saying that it's impossible, but what makes it good luck is that you want a man that's in his later years to be childless, not that hard, but women never talk about it. It also has to fall under these other requirements. He has to have this, that. And that is why women will still be old and single.
I don't want no man with a whole bunch of kids already.
So, Sean, you wait till we get so we get to this date. We've been talking for a week on the phone. You didn't say nothing about no kids, nothing
That's
like
why
that.
we're on a date.
Okay,
we're getting to know each other. Now you know what I want.
Okay, and you.
Well, if you're talking on the phone, you should have said that on the phone, right? Message. I mean, we're in a different day and age. Okay, this ain't. She's old, so this ain't the 80s and 70s. You should have told all that shit on the phone.
Recording? You how old and you recording?
That's right,
I'm
recording.
And you recording me?
Because I want everybody to see
me?
that this man calling me, telling me that
you are.
I'm tripping.
You are.
Just because
you are.
My standards is I want a man that don't have no kids.
The percentage of you finding a man.
This is also a thing where I think Goldman Sachs or something did the research where more and more women will by 2030 will be single and childless because of their delusions, because of their lack of effort and care, lack of their concern. So many women in their 20s want to live it up, right? Have fun and just live it up. Just ride the D carousel and be career women and just, have sex with men on the side. Not caring about a stable relationship, committed relationship, not caring about family. Until they reach into the late 30s, mid 30s to late 30s. And then realize, wow, shit is hard, right? Shit is hard. And then also they gotta realize that the men that their age aren't bending over backwards for them, because men now in their 30s, late 30s, early 40s, well, these men are on their way up, because at that age, most men or a good amount of men are on their way up. They're making more money than they were before when they were younger. That when no woman was clamoring for them. Now they're at an age where they are more financially desirable. A lot of women gotta understand that men's standards goes up with time as well, right?
With no kids, 40 and up, is super low.
No, it's not.
Good luck with that.
No, it's not.
It is. and then add on to your other standards. He has to look like this. He has to make this. He has to be this tall. He has to be da-da-da. It's going to be non-existent almost. Plus, is he attracted to you? Okay? Hell, even if you could find that man, does he want you? Does he want you? Is he going to be attracted to you? What does the man that you want, what does he want? I'm sorry. If he is in his 40s and still want kids, he's not going for that woman. He's not going for a woman that is that old. Okay? He's not.
Journey,
No, it's
you
not.
wasted
No,
my
it's not.
time.
No,
and
you
ain't
wasted
gonna-
my
no,
time.
You wasted my time. You,
He wasted my time.
Hey, you know.
Do you think that woman, right? I'm sorry. One, if she is like in her early 40s, mid 40s, God, she is I'll be nice. I'm being nice. Average at best. I try not to be mean, right? I try not to be mean. My chat does it for me, but I try not to be mean. She's average at best. Average at best. And I swear, she looks like she's in her mid to late 50s. But whatever. I mean, maybe time has not been nice to her. But still, you have to, this is what a lot of women have to understand. And it's making it hard, where we are making women egotistical, delusional. And this is the problem. We are deluding women. You know what? Have fun in your 20s. And then when you hit your mid 30s, late 30s, then think about a family. And then this shit happens, right? You wasted your youth. You wasted your youth on having fun, fucking around, your career, and now in your late 30s, late 40s, 50s, now you want a man, possibly kids. Girl, you're delusional. This is the thing, you're delusional. At best, a lot of these women are situationship material. At best. Yes, I think Patricia said it. I think feminism destroyed a lot of women, not men. It has. It has destroyed a lot of women, sadly.
It's whatever.
You can leave. You can leave.
Oh, so now you got
She said he could leave, right? She said he could leave.
Hey.
So now you got
No, I
attitude.
ain't got no attitude.
Okay, well,
you
let's
don't want
see.
to tell me I got
Okay,
an attitude,
well,
but
let's
that
see
don't
how you
mean I
feel.
got an attitude.
Okay, well, let's see
Just
when
'cause
you
say
I bet
got
you
an
won't find a
attitude.
man with kids.
I bet you
40
I
and
will.
up.
I bet you I
Will you? You're over 40 and you still haven't yet. This is the thing where I said this before. Dating is easy for women. Okay? If you think you can find the man that you say you want to find him, you should have already found him.
will.
right,
I don't
whatever.
want no man that got
You know
all
what?
these kids
I don't know where you
hopping
going. I
around.
bet you
Where you
better vote.
going? Where you going?
Now you care where he's going. This is the insanity of women. This is the insanity. What do you, I mean, like, seriously.
Where you going? Why you getting up? Where you going?
That
Where you
disqualified
going?
me.
We
I
can't
have
hold a
children
conversation.
that I love.
We
Yeah,
can't
can
hold a
have
conversation.
We can have a conversation.
You was acting
but-
all like you
no,
like
I'm
me
seasoned.
and this and that,
I'm
and now
seasoned.
now
I
you
have
finna get up
children,
and
baby.
leave.
I'm seasoned and I have children.
That don't mean you seasoned.
Good luck and goodbye.
Well, goodbye.
You know, this is the danger, okay, of current women's ideology. I've said this before, where I don't discredit or I don't belittle women's standards and preferences and whatever. You can have whatever standards, preferences you want. Go ahead, and you should. Everyone should have standards. The problem is a lot of people, particularly women, are going about it the wrong way. It is fine for you to have high standards. Cool, right? I don't tell women, oh, don't have high standards. No, go for it. The problem is if you have whatever standards you have, go about it right. Okay? If you wanted a man without kids, you wanted a family, you should have done that in your 20s. Okay? If you have high standards, fine. Do it in your prime, where you can find the best possible man that can fit your high standards. It is delusional. It is absolutely naive to have high standards, to have certain kind of standards when your value is almost pretty much at your lowest. Okay? It doesn't get better. Your value does not get better. What are you trading off? What is the man getting for you, with you? A man that's, let's say in this situation, over 40, you think he's desiring children while dating someone your age? No. If a man wanted children, he would be dating women in her early 30s or even in her 20s or late 20s. If a man in his 40s still want kids, he will be dating a lot younger. Because I'm going to be honest. Yes, it's true. Men's fertility goes down with age, just like women. I mean, we're not to that extreme, okay? We're not to the same extreme as women, but I'm gonna be honest. Yes, men's fertility does go down lower, but what men do to combat that lower fertility is that we date younger women. So it's not completely counters it, but it helps offset it. Okay, so if she's younger, it's less dangerous on her, right? Less chance to have bad pregnancies because she's a more healthier, more youthful womb. That's why a lot of men would date younger if they want kids. This man dating her at her age, he just wants a partner, right? He just wants a partner. And she should understand that. It's like, this is the problem with women, putting men last on their priority list. Women have career, having fun, traveling, trying different men, all these other shit, their friends, their families, money, I don't know, all these shit, okay? On the top of their priority list, all the way at the bottom is a man to commit to. Is at the bottom of at their priority list. And then they wonder why, right? They wonder why they're in the dating market failing. When you put something last on your priority list, the chances of succeeding isn't high. And this is the thing where a lot of women, they put education, money, top on their priority list. And usually that does well, right? They put career top on their priority list. And that is why a lot of women succeed in their education, in their career and jobs, because it's at the top of their priority list. It's what they put the most effort in, use the most time for, and that is why it succeeds. Yet, because men are at the bottom of their priority list, they put very little effort in, they put very little time in. No duh, it fails. So, what do you guys think? Men should put money from women at the top as well. Oh, you know what? I honestly believe, yeah, I agree. I think more men should put their own happiness, their own career, their own finances, their own self-improvement at the top of their priority list. Too many men put women at the top. Too many men put women at the top. And this is why a lot of men fail. This is why a lot of men fail in life. And I've been there, right? When I was younger, I constantly think, oh, I need a woman, I need a girlfriend. And I was depressed because that's all I focused on. I didn't focus on my career. I didn't focus on job. I didn't focus on money. I had nothing to my name. Okay. I had no purpose in life. Absolutely nothing to my name. So only when in my late 30s is that I changed my mindset and start building some shit, right? Start putting something to my name. It took a really late life. It's 2025. Time to shift our priorities to ourselves. Exactly. This channel, right? I want to promote people, particularly men, to prioritize themselves. Care about yourself. Care about yourself, please. Okay? Care about others. Okay? Don't disrespect, don't hate on others. Right? I said this before. I don't build this channel to hate on women. No. I hold people, particularly women, accountable, right? Accountable for their words and actions, but I'm not into to hate women. But one of the priorities I want to make is for men to have self-respect, for men to care about themselves, for men to seek self-improvement, to be the best version of themselves so you can achieve, right, a better life, a life where you're happy with. And that's the thing, right? All right, let's check out this video. I saw this video and I wanted to check it out. All right, so I wanted to check this out. It's a short video. I'll give her a shout out, Rebecca Mayer, or is that Meyer? Okay, I mean you can see at the bottom. That is her channel, right? So if you want to check it out, check it out. But I wanted to check out this video. See, so the title of her video, "Dating Apps Suck." So let's react to it.
Hey guys, it's Becky with the good hair. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to dive in today with a dating app story. So if you are in the trenches, you know how much the dating apps absolutely suck. Even if you're not on the dating apps, you've probably seen TikToks with people talking about their horror stories. So luckily mine isn't a complete nightmare or anything. Before we get into it, I just want to give a little bit of a backstory. So when I've been on the dating apps off and on throughout the years, I pretty much don't even bother feeling like anything's gonna come of it because nothing ever does. So basically what it has turned into is pretty much a social experiment. And
I mean, I saw a little bit clip of this. This is why I wanted to talk about it. How women view dating. How women don't take dating seriously. And like I said, women don't put men at the top of their priority list. And then then you shouldn't be surprised that it always fails. Because you use comparative, right? Like I said, women put their education, their job or career at the top of their priority list. And women are doing well in it. Women are getting degrees left and right, okay? Women are succeeding in their careers and jobs. Wonder why? Because they are putting actual effort. They're using actual time, right? Their time and effort into these, the education, their career and job. They're actually putting effort in. But how women view dating is like a social experience. What the hell? Women I've seen this, right? On TikTok, a lot of women use dating just like a story to tell, right? Potential content. That's it. Women are using men just like, you know what? You're just a content, right? That's it. I had a video of a TikTok, of a TikToker, a woman saying, oh, getting to know a man is like not that important on dates. Getting to know a man is not that important on dates. What's more important is that I'm getting, a fun experience. That is it. Like, what's fun on dates is, you know what? Free meal and a fun experience. And then you wonder why women are failing at dating. Because you don't give a shit. You don't bother. You put no effort. No effort. I don't know about you, but all the women I've ever, majority of the women I ever talk online, right? On dating apps, they do not push conversations along. They give quick answers. I ask a question. Oh, how you do that? Right? Whatever. They're like, good. Or this. What am I going to say? And they don't ask the question back. Women don't put effort. They don't put effort in. So this is why they are failing at dating. They don't take it seriously. They don't take it seriously because, like I said, comparatively, women take education and career and jobs more seriously because it's the top of their priority list. Men,
And testing a hypothesis. So if you're new here, hi, hello. I am a leftist and I'm also child free. I don't have
leftist. Oh my. Okay, that's great. Remember, they had to change Bumble because women found messaging first was. Oh, exactly. Yo, exactly. Ed just said it, right? Exactly. Okay. Remember, they had to change Bumble because women found messaging first was too stressful. And then you wonder why they are single. This is the thing where I have more sympathy for men because they have to make, right? Men have to make options appear. Men have to work to the options to happen. Women don't, right? And when women have to, it's too stressful.
I don't want kids. In my experience on the dating apps, the vast
And she's a leftist and she doesn't want kids. Very attractive.
Fast majority of the dudes on the dating apps do not list their political views, period. My hypothesis is it is because they are Trumpers. They're
No. Stupid hypothesis. It is because when you lead with politics, you are fucking annoying. You are just too much. I did another video of a woman, okay? She went ballistic, okay? She was walking with her boyfriend. She overheard boys, little boys, right? Little boys saying Trump is whatever, amazing, this, that. She turned around and yelled at these boys saying Trump is terrible, all this shit. She had a Starbucks drink or whatever, threw it on the ground because she was that mad at these boys, little boys. Because these boys were talking about Trump, she got absolutely angry. She threw her drink on the floor, getting mad. She also looked at her boyfriend because her boyfriend didn't join in and berated these little kids. She broke up with him. The fuck it. It's like we are dealing with women that are so obsessed with identity politics, with woke ideologies, with the men don't want to deal with that, right? Men are already tired of arguing about such petty shit. And now you have the mentality to argue about fucking everything. It is tiring. This is the thing where men are tired of this shit. So no, it's not because men are Trump fans. No, men don't want to fucking deal with your crazy ideology.
Closet Trumpers. So basically what I've been doing on the dating apps is just testing my hypothesis. And I kind of do that as well with the kids thing because the vast majority of the time they will not list if they have or even if they want kids. A guy told me on the dating apps, he said he was casting a wide net because I asked him why he didn't list whether he wanted or didn't want kids. Living in the Midwest, being child free.
I gotta say, right? Men do that. Men cast wide nets. It's a numbers game. And men also know that people can change their mind. It happens. Now, it happens on both sides, right? If he finds someone, if he wanted kids, he found someone that didn't want kids, maybe she might change her mind, or maybe he might change his mind. So men cast a wide net to see what happens. So men are more open. This is the thing where men, I find it interesting. Men try to make dating as easy as possible because it's a headache. Dating is a headache. So men will try to make dating as easy as possible. While women, it's easy for them, so they try to make dating as hard as possible. It doesn't make sense.
Being a leftist eliminates like 99.9% of men on the dating apps, I have found. I decided pretty much that my experience on the dating apps was going to be just a social experiment, if you will, testing my hypothesis that men who don't list their political views and whether or not they have kids are doing so because they are right-wingers and or they have or want kids and they don't want to make any of that information known. Let's just get into the...
I mean, unless you're dealing with hundreds of thousands of men, your hypothesis will be pretty shitty. But now, I'm not saying that maybe she's wrong in that, but I would say this, that a lot of men don't want to deal with certain topics or certain ideas, right? Saying that, let's say you're a Trumper, and then women, won't deal with you. Or saying that even if, let's say, I honestly believe a lot of men are more neither leaning either side. Men don't give a shit about any party, but a lot of women do. So men don't even bother saying that. Now, the kids part, I would say that is more important. If a man wants kids, he should make it known. I believe that, where that's something that you shouldn't really bother with, right? To be honest, don't bother with women that don't want kids. It's just a waste of time.
Conversation that I had with a random guy who I was testing my hypothesis on. If you're not familiar with Hinge, people can like your photos, and you can choose whether or not you want to like their profile back and then match up. In my profile, I say that I'm liberal, but I put a lot of stuff in my prompts emphasizing that I'm a leftist and that I want to date someone who is child-free. It's all very clear in my profile. So it's very interesting that guys who are conservative, guys who have kids, guys who want kids are liking my profile. It obviously is very evident the guys either don't read profiles, they don't even care. So this guy that I was testing my hypothesis on, his name is...
Yeah, I think a lot of guys don't care, right? If they see a picture, they just like it, right? Maybe they look at certain information, how old you are, pretty much it, right? So yeah, a lot of men wouldn't care because, again, men try to make it as easy as possible. If they think you're cute, they'll figure it out once they start talking to you. Because here's the thing, right? Most men know that they're not banking on you liking them back. It's a numbers game. Men will just just constantly click like as a numbers game. So whoever likes them, they'll figure it out once they get the like back.
Lists nothing about kids, whether he has them or whether he wants them or not. Lists nothing about his political views. Perfect, the perfect candidate to test my hypothesis on. Conversation was quite dry, boring, nothing exciting. So it was right before the 4th of July where he asked me if I had any plans for the 4th. Of course, I was like, ding, ding, ding. We got a closeted conservative because, I mean, if you're living in 2025 right now, why the heck would you be celebrating the 4th of July? You know what I mean? What
the fuck is wrong with these people? I mean, like, I swear. So if you like 4th of July, you're conservative. I swear. Well, it just shows you that how leftists just really hate the country.
are you celebrating? I had told him no.
Just the 4th of July. It's just a day off. A lot of people, in my personal opinion, it's just a day off, right? It's a day off. It's a day where you could, get some barbecue or cookouts or fireworks. It's like a lot of people celebrate holidays for the commercialism of it. Nothing else. It's not that deep. And this is the problem with women that lead with politics. Everything is so deep, right? Everything is so serious. Everything has to be, I don't know, some kind of weird messaging, something, everything has to be, you know, something about it. God, this is why women like that. I mean, like, to be honest, I'd rather not date women. I mean, like, I don't put any political leaning on any accounts because I don't care. But it's like, yeah, I would filter out, you know, women that lead with politics. Oh, I'm a leftist. I'm a Democrat. It's like that, those are the prompts you use. It's like, okay, you're fucking annoying. I have eliminated or just disliked women that says, oh, I'm about, you know, I don't know, wokeism or activism, all this. Then you know what? I'm not dealing with this bullshit.
No. And he asked me if I wanted to get together over that weekend. And we hadn't been talking for very long, so I was like, I don't know anything about this dude. You don't know anything about me. Why would I want to hang out with you? When he asked me that about hanging out, I decided, okay, here we go. I'm gonna be able to test the hypothesis. Here we go. I told him, maybe. I don't see your political views listed on your profile or whether you have or want kids. So I'd like to know about those first. And everything is on my profile. So he answered and said, I have no kids. I'm on the fence about kids. I would like to have kids, but I like the freedom of doing things randomly. Political view is a hard one to share. In a relationship, kids and political views don't matter to me. How can you date somebody if one person vehemently does not want kids, is also sterilized, and then another partner who is, I don't know, like, I might want kids, I might.
Yo, Patricia, I love you. You are amazing. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love, indeed. My goodness, a date with her would be insufferable. Exactly. I swear. I mean, people that are, their life is politics. Their life is activism. Their life is all these like woke ideologies. It's like, get a fucking life. Get a different life. Stop it. I mean, like, this is why I don't know. I can't understand men that will go for women that are so heavy on the politics. It really is. It's like, you guys are masochists. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it.
And then they end up probably wanting kids. So immediately when I read his messages, I knew, okay, ding, 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 we've got a guy who is a right-winger. Let me prove it. Why are your political views hard to share? Who did you vote for? I always think it's so hilarious that the Trumpers are always just so shy. They're just so scared. They don't.
Yo, Black Redneck, what's up, my brother? This is a thing where I believe a lot of men just don't vote. A lot of men just don't care, right? It's like, it's so hard because a woman that leads with politics, she will hate you just as much if you don't even care about politics. Definitely she will hate you or be on your case if you were into Trump, but she will most likely be equally disinterested in you if you weren't even in politics at all. And that's the problem, right? That's a problem. This lady's insane. She just wants to fight and argue. That is the issue. This is why politics is such a crazy thing to talk about. It's just you want to argue.
Why are you scared, bro? You're not proud? Our boy Chris messaged back and he said, Trump. Answer. But I don't agree with everything he does. I don't like any politician. They all suck. And the one thing I always get judged on is gun ownership. I don't like any politician. You don't like anybody, but you voted for Trump. When Chris said he doesn't agree with everything Trump...
Guess what? You vote on policies. You vote on policies. Not because you like the fucking person. You don't know them. I swear, this is the problem with so many leftists and Democrats. A lot of them voted, and they've said it, right? They voted for Obama because he was black. They did not know any policies he had. A lot of people wanted to vote for, Hillary because she was a woman. A lot of people wanted to vote for Kamala because she was a woman of color. They don't know they don't know any of these people's policies. And they just wanted to vote for them people. Some of them just voted because they're Democrats. Like, that's not how you go about voting for the leader of your fucking country. Right? How about know a policy or two that they are trying to implement? Because that shit affects you.
Does. I would love to know what he agrees with Trump on. Is it the fascist stuff? I also like that he said he gets judged on gun ownership. I mean, it's good that he gets judged. Not long after this conversation, I deleted my profile entirely because a guy tried to match with me and I wanted to prove my hypothesis because he was also a perfect candidate who didn't have anything listed about politics or whether or not he had or wanted kids. And immediately when he matched me, he was triggered because I listed a bunch of stuff about politics in my prompts. And he wrote that I was the definition of closed-minded because I wouldn't date anybody who didn't have the same exact views that I had. Not wanting to date a fascist is totally within my rights.
I can see how a lot of women is single, right? He was correct. She's closed-minded. She is. She is narrow-minded. This is the thing. This is why certain men don't really care about political leanings. This is why maybe certain men don't put, prompts because they don't care. You can hate Trump. You can want Kamala. You can because men don't give a shit. Men don't even want to talk politics with you. So men don't mind dating women that are Democrats or leftists or whatever because they're hoping that they don't want to talk politics with you. They're hoping that, you're cute and we'll talk about other shit. We'll get to do other shit. Your politics views is whatever. Men do not expect women to be perfect. Men don't, right? If you have 70% of what he wants and the 30% is that you're just politically insane, he'll deal with it, right? Men will deal with it. Men have low standards, right? Men have low standards. It is what it is. So, yeah, if you're politically crazy, but you have 70% of what he wants, he's like, fuck it. She's good enough. But women like this, they are their own problems. They are why they're single. Not because of men. Because, yes, she's closed-minded. Just because men, I don't know, voted for Trump or don't care about politics like that doesn't mean he's fascist. Absolutely stupid. This is why the women like this are insane.
I just find it so funny that he just couldn't, as a 40-year-old man, find a woman who is a right-winger. That is it for this video.
And yet you can't find a man that's equally crazy leftist as you. This is why women are crazy. This is the thing where a lot of men are dealing with right now. Where women are so insanely crazy with their politics, crazy with their political views, that this is why a lot of women will stay single and why men just don't want to deal with modern day women. So many women are being controlled by leftist, democratic ideology, political influences, woke, mindset where they're all thinking they're feminists, all trying to be feminists. And this is crazy. This is hurting them, but they're doing it to themselves. What do you guys think? All right, let's do some Kendra G. Let's do some Kendra G videos. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. You guys are all amazing. Thank you. Thank you for the love and support. All right, let's check out this Kendra G video.
How are you?
We have to see your face, baby.
Oh, sure. Oh, I'm coming. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
What's your name, love?
London.
London? How old are you, London?
I'm 24.
Oh, okay, where you calling me from?
Fairfield, North Carolina.
North Carolina. Oh, we just had a guy from North Carolina. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Oh, you told me that, 24. What you do for a living, boo?
I work.
What do you do?
I work for a nail salon.
Okay, you work for a nail salon. You have any kids?
No, man.
No kids. Do you believe in zodiac signs?
Nah.
Okay. So we got London, North Carolina, 24. She works. No kids. Never married, correct?
Evil Eddie, you are evil.
Okay. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Tall man, dread-headed.
Tall man and dread-headed. Okay. Anything else?
No, he gotta be tall.
You gotta be tall. Okay. What are your deal breakers?
I don't want a man to lie to me, so that's one of my deal breakers.
Seems so. I don't know. Maybe is like, I guess introverted. So immature. I don't know.
You don't want a man to lie to you?
Yes, I do not.
Okay, no liars. Okay, fair enough. Should he look a certain way? Well, you said tall and dreadhead, correct?
Yes.
So if he didn't have dreads, you wouldn't want them? You wouldn't want him?
No.
How tall does he have to be?
6 foot.
Have you ever dated a man that was tall with dreads?
No.
And you will only date that man that's tall with dreads?
Yes.
Hypothetical question. Let's say
Well, that has to tell you something. One of the biggest thing that, the Godfather himself said that, what does the man that you want? What does he want? Obviously, she can't attract those men. So you are on the path to forever being single. You are on the path to.
That's why you will buy a dog and die alone.
Sadly, at 24. I mean, this is why a lot of women need guidance. You can't attract the men that you want. And you haven't yet attracted the man you want. Doesn't mean that you can't, but a history has shown that you are in your prime years, yet you still can't attract those men. So you have to do some soul searching. You have to do some self-reflecting that why aren't you attracting the men that you want at an age that is a prime age?
a man that's tall with dreads doesn't want to date you back, you're okay with never dating another man?
Yeah. I'm okay with it.
Oh, okay. So
This is why women are ridiculous. So all you want in a man is for him to have dreads and be 6 foot and over. Women more I don't know, I don't understand this, right? I don't understand this where I thought, women back in the day were less superficial. They were more I honestly believe more they care more about character, right? They care more about personality. They care more about who you are as a person than what you look like or necessarily how much money you have or a certain amount of money you have. It's like you judge these men on such superficial things. Fine. Okay? You judge these men on such superficial things. But then again, you have to think, if the men you want are purely judged on superficial things, so are you. Here's a young woman that honestly, she doesn't look that great, right? I like to say women are, average at best, a 5. Here's a woman that so far she's teetering on a 5, right?
Be tall, at least how much?
6 foot.
6 foot and have dreads. Those are, that's non-negotiable.
Yes.
And if you are not tall, and if no man comes forward that is over 6 foot and has dreads and wants to date her back, she is okay with never dating again.
Yes.
Why?
Because that's how I am.
So you will go your whole life never having a relationship with another man, all because he's not over 6 feet and has dreads?
Yes.
You're 24 years old.
Yes, I am.
I would like to talk to you at 30 and see if you still feel this way.
Okay.
We can continue though. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes.
How much?
$1 million.
Oh, you're...
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Exactly.
on drugs.
Patricia said it. Back in the day, we weren't narcissistic. Exactly. I believe back in the day, women cared more about who a man is than what he looks like, how tall he is, or how much money he makes. Now, women did care about a man having a job, right? He's a productive adult. Okay. He can take care of himself, hopefully someone else, but women aren't requiring men to make 6 figures, right? Blue collar men were desirable because they were hardworking. Blue collar men were providing for their families, even though they're not providing the luxuries. They were still providing for their family. Women cared about who he was as a person, his characters, his moralities, how he treated her. Not because he was tall, good looking, chiseled body, charming, 6 figures and above. No, women cared more about the man, who he is, not what he looks like and what he has in his bank account. This is why I find it funny when women say, oh, you know, my mom and dad, my grandparents. Yeah, those women cared more about who the man is, not fucking what he made or how he looked. Women cared more about the character of a man, the personality of a man, the moralities of a man, than the shit like, you know, fucking dreads and how tall he is. Exactly. Even, yes, they thought, would this man be a good father to our kids? Exactly. Okay. Would he be a good father? Would be a good husband? Not if he would buy me LV. Not would he give me the soft lifestyle. Not with it's like, it's so ridiculous.
No.
You're sober?
I'm not on drugs.
There's no substance abuse?
No.
No.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm trying to figure the same thing out with you. What are you talking about?
You said I'm on drugs?
Yeah, because of what you said, it made me feel like maybe you just weren't in your right mind.
I am on my right mind.
You are.
You're fucking delusional.
In your right mind.
Yes, but I'm not on drugs.
Okay, you're not on drugs. We could dispute that. So I heard you correctly. He has to be over 6 feet, have dreads, and make $1 million.
Yes.
And that's the only man.
I'm all about that money.
Oh.
I think Redneck is right. I think she's slow cognitivity. Oh my God. Cognitivity. Oh, shit. She's slow. I'm not pronouncing words right tonight. Because, God damn, what's wrong with her?
Get what I'm saying?
She's dumb as fuck.
Can you find me a man?
Can you find me a man?
Yeah, here he is. I'm about to get him for you. He has, this is the dreads. That's the 1 million right there. It says 1 million. I can email it to you.
No, I'm talking about, can you find me a man on here?
Oh, this is him. This is the closest we gonna get. This is the closest we gonna get to that man.
No. I'm talking about on here.
Oh yeah. This is him. This is here. This is the.
She's got to be trolling. She's got to be trolling, or Eddie's right. She got to be trolling or seriously stupid. Seriously slow. It's like, are you kidding me? It's like, this is why I said this before. A lot of women lack teachers, role models. Okay? They lack having someone to guide them. And this is the problem. And I think most people do, right? I think most people lack someone to guide them and teach them, because we have so many people that are so delusional, so stupid, just not going about life in a good way.
Closest man I'm gonna get to you with those requirements.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so this is 1 million dreads and over 6 feet. This is as close as we gonna get to that, honey.
Okay.
But I think, listen, you shouldn't. Let me just say this on a serious note. Don't make those requirements in order to share life with someone, regardless of how a man, how tall he is, how long his dreads are, how much money he has in the bank. What you're seeking is a person who has good character, that's going to love you on your best and your worst days.
Stupid ass.
Well. What y'all want from me?
This is why I find Kendra funny, where she's deluded, right? Where women, this is why Kevin Samuel was on his A game. He didn't take these bullshit from women. He didn't. He recognized delusion. He recognized insanity. Kendra, a lot of times she's giving people way too much credit. Yep, R.I.P.
She called me a stupid ass bitch. I mean, maybe I deserved it. I was trying. I don't know if anybody's ever called me a stupid ass bitch before. I realized it didn't hurt my feelings.
Looks like it did. Looks like it did.
Overall statement. Don't waste your life on a person's attributes. Y'all are gonna let life pass you by, all because if a person doesn't have physical attributes. And it is so stupid. It is so stupid. And I really feel bad, because I want you to have a full life and companionship with someone. And it shouldn't be based off of their height. It shouldn't be based off of their bank account. And it shouldn't be based off of their hairstyle.
I think that's true, but I think Kendra kind of, I've seen other videos of Kendra where she doesn't really follow what she's teaching, but I do think what she's saying is true. I think the problem with a lot of modern day people, particularly women, they are so fixated on superficial shit. Being called a SAB from a Cabbage Patch looking Dumbo is nothing to even get mad at. Yeah, exactly. No, true. It's nothing to get mad at, right? So I agree. What do you guys think? I thought it was a little fun short video. I always love it, to react to the more insane women. That's more enjoyable. Let's do another Kendra G video. Let's do another Kendra G.
Hello?
Eddie, glad you like it. You know, I want to say this, right? I want to say this. I was watching someone else's stream and seeing how their chat, right, is kind of really just a lot of times I think just really, you know, poor, just kind of just shitty people. I find that's why I love the people that follow my channel, right? I mean, I'm not a big channel, definitely a very small channel, and it's not like my chat is going crazy, but the people that do participate in my chat, the people that do follow me, that support me, I think they're amazing, right? They're funny, not too toxic, not, you know, they are good people, they're fun people, they're amazing people. So I love my chat. I really do. I gotta tell you this. I'm humbled by your guys' support, and I love you guys, right? I do. You're my brothers, and you know, some of my sisters, right? Patricia, the support. You guys are amazing. I humbly say that you guys are amazing, right? I do. I mean, I can't say how much you guys are amazing, right? Redneck, my grandparents got married poor and rode a bike my granddad found in the trash. Later, they were super wealthy. Exactly. Women won't build anymore. Exactly. I'm sorry. Women that are of the older generation, you're not going to find that anymore. We are not finding women like that anymore. We're not. At least not in the Western world. Not in the Western world. We're not finding women like that. We're not finding women that want to build with you. We're not finding women that care about morals, characters, personality more than anything else. We're not finding that. And that is sad. Because I honestly believe men are the romantics. Men want to find love, right? Men want to find a soulmate. Men want to find a partner. Women want to find a tool. Women want to find you know, someone that will sacrifice themselves all for them. Someone to use. That's it. And it's really sad. It really is. I think it's very disappointing. It's very sad for a lot of men. Not saying it's impossible, right? Not impossible to find. There are a lot of good women out there, but it is very hard. And I don't think there's enough to go around. Right? I don't think there might not be enough to go around. So, you know. All right, let's end out on this Kendra G video. All right, let's check out this video.
Hey, Kendra.
Hey, girl, what's your name?
Pauline.
Pauline, where you calling us from?
Austin, Texas.
This is the best light you have. I feel like you're dark in your face.
Okay, I'm gonna move to another room.
Just have the like you just want to have good light. Yeah, that's better. That's better.
Okay.
Okay, Pauline, Austin, Texas. How old are you?
47.
47. I've said this before. There's got to be something wrong with you. Something. When dating is easy for you and you are still in the dating market. A lot of these women are the problem. They are the problems because dating is easy for you. No matter what category you fall in, you are young, you are old, you are beautiful, you are ugly, you are fat, you are skinny, whatever. You have options. You have men that would want to date you, that will want to even marry you. So why are you still single? More than likely, okay, it's either or both. You are attracted to or you attract terrible men. And or you're just annoying. You have a bad personality. You are difficult to be with. Men have to handle you. Yeah, no one desires that. So most likely you are the red flag in your life.
47? Oh, okay. When's your birthday?
July 4th.
Oh, okay. You just turned 47. So that's the Cancer, right?
That's a Cancer.
What you do for a living?
I'm in finance.
Finance, okay. So Pauline, Austin, Texas, 47, finance. You have any kids?
No.
No kids. You ever married?
No.
Okay, never married. All right. So we got Pauline, Austin, Texas.
47, no kids, never been married, still in the dating market. Now, great that she's not a baby mama, but most likely she made life hard for herself.
47, Cancer, finance, no kids, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
You probably really don't remember me. Like, this is probably like my third time trying to be on. I came on like last week or 2 weeks ago, and my phone died. It was on Facebook. But anyway, so I had been on like 50 weeks ago.
50 weeks ago, a year ago?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember. What happened?
I know you don't remember, but because I went over this the last time I was on the show. I'm just saying how, like, at that time, I had slipped and was like, yeah, I was with her. And so you was like, so you in the women?
I can't see you, honey.
I know. Oh, all right. Sorry. I'm outside. So anyways, I am looking for a man, but I am also attracted to women as well.
Okay, this is the best light you have. It's like, can you see yourself? It's like you're half
I can see
dark.
myself. You don't.
It's like it's like you're half dark. There's like a shadow to you.
Is this better?
You have, how about you have a bathroom light? But turn around, but turn around and face that light behind you. This
like
is
that.
good. Yeah.
That's good. All right.
Okay. All right.
There we go.
So wait, I want to take it from where you started from. So you said you called me 50 weeks ago.
Right.
Okay, when you called me 50 weeks ago, what happened again?
So you were threatening to like go to YouTube. And so I got on, I did not look my best at all. And so you kind of gave this like speech after the interview was over. You're like, y'all need to not come on here and look like you just woke up. And so I was just like, I just didn't want you to go to YouTube at the time. But anyways, so I was looking for somebody.
What platform was I on?
It was on Facebook.
So but Facebook, Facebook, y'all shouldn't even be upset because you get to watch YouTube on Facebook.
I know, but at the time, like I like Facebook. I mean, I like Facebook better than any of the other platforms. Like, I don't really like YouTube too much.
I like YouTube better because it's clearer.
Oh, okay. Well, you know.
But with all that, you said that you told me, you said you're looking for a man, and you said so tell me that part again. You said you're looking for a man, but you like women?
Yes, I'm attracted to women like more than men.
No, you can see, I don't know about you, right? I can sense the masculine energy, the masculinity, right? In her presence and how she talks and how she comes off, right? And the kind of deepness of her voice. So I can understand why you're 47 and still single.
But I am looking for a man.
So why, if you're into women more than men, then why don't you just want a woman?
Because I've been with a woman before and I'd just rather be with a man.
Okay.
Now, statistically, right? I've said this before. I think women relationships are more toxic. Statistically, okay? Women's relationships are more toxic. Women, lesbian relationships get more divorces and have more DV, right? Domestic violence. So they're more toxic because this is a thing where, in a man and a woman relationship, only one person is, emotionally unstable. While in a lesbian relationship, you're dealing with two people that are emotionally unstable. Yeah, this is the problem. Okay. Men are usually there to counterbalance women's insanity. Now you have two people crazy, right, in a lesbian relationship. You can see why they're toxic, right? You can see why they're more toxic than any relationship out there. Because it is a known statistic that domestic violence is the highest in lesbian relationships, and then it's heterosexual relationships, and then gay relationship at the end. What's that say, right? What's that tell you? Okay. And it's the same order when it comes to divorces too.
But is that man gonna lose you to a woman if you get with him?
Well, you know what? Honestly, I was on Facebook dating and I was talking to this guy and he was like, you know what? I don't think I can handle the fact that you're attracted to women. But what I was telling him was, if I'm with a man, I'm into the man. If I'm with a woman, I'm into the woman. Like, I'm not thinking about the other sex when I'm with somebody.
Okay, well, let's start. We got Pauline, right?
Yes.
Now everyone's saying they're confused. I'm a little confused too, but I'm just
Why are y'all confused? Because I like women?
No, it's not. We don't care if you like women, because if you like women, we have no problem. I can help you find a woman. We're confused because you say you're more attracted to women, but you want a man. So
right.
Most would think
that is like, yeah. This is what I find women really like delusional, that they think they can turn off anything, right? Turn on and off anything. They think they can turn, women can think they can turn off masculinity and femininity, right? It's like a switch. Okay? Personalities, ideologies are on and off switch. This is why they're having problems. This is why women are having mental problems. A lot of women are having mental instabilities. This is why more and more women are taking medication, right? More and more women are on medication for some form of mental disorder.
if you're more attracted to women, why not just focus on a woman?
You're right. So that's kind of a deeper conversation, because more or less it's more of a religious thing for me.
Religious thing?
Oh, okay. Well, let's start. So we got Pauline.
Again, this is why I said when women talk about religion, it's a red flag. You are not an example of religion. One, you like women. I'm pretty sure God is not, I mean, I'm not a Bible thumper, but I don't think God is promoting same-sex marriages and interactions. And two, you're 47 and marriage nor family is a priority for you. So really, you're not really following God's teaching.
Austin, Texas, 47, Cancer, works in finance, no kids, never married. What kind of man are you looking for?
I'm looking for a man that will accept me for who I am and understand the fact that, yes, I am attracted to women, but that doesn't mean I would want to be with one while I'm with them. They just need to know that that's a thing for me. And so, if I do meet a woman, okay, maybe we can meet together and, have fun.
Do a threesome.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Could he pick the woman out, or you got to pick the woman
No,
out?
I got to be attracted to the woman.
Okay, so if you find a woman that you're attracted to, then you'll do a threesome.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Any other requirements before we go to your deal breakers?
Yes, I really do prefer somebody with no kids, but at my age, that's kind of impossible. Someone who respects women, respect their mom, know how to treat women. I'm not going to go through a whole list, but I do love football. Somebody, I can laugh with and just, have a good time with.
Okay.
I want somebody to be my best friend.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Not necessarily.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Not really. Just so he can, take care of himself and we can go on trips and it's not a problem. Just, spend your money on me. That's why I don't want nobody with kids.
Spend your money.
Because
you're 47. I swear to God. I really find women ridiculous. You're 47 and you want a man to spend his money on you now? It's like, I honestly think that women at a certain age or certain life, point in life, they should think about, you know what? I just want a man that takes care of himself, that I don't have to provide for. Okay. As long as you're providing for yourself, good. Now you're thinking about a man to spend his money on you. You gotta have something for it. Okay. You're old, you're older, you know, used body. Honestly, it's like, it's not that desirable. I find women don't understand that. This is the reality. Okay. What are men getting out of it? Because like you gotta think what you're getting out of it. Well, men gotta think what he gets out of it. Fine, he spent his money on you. What is he getting out? If he can spend his money on you, why wouldn't he spend his money on, let's say, a woman that's 37? Go for someone younger. Go for someone that, you know, that's better looking. That's why women make things harder. Just want a man that, you know what, he's productive adult. He doesn't need you to provide for him. I think that's better.
You want him to spend his money on you.
Right.
What's the age range you want to date?
Let's go with 40 to 50.
All right. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
All right, let's see. Can you see me?
Yeah, we can see. I'm trying to see if we can see your legs.
Let me see. Well, I'm gonna have to do this.
Yeah, just hold it up. All right, look, it looks like you're in shape.
A little bit.
Looks like you're nothing special.
A little bit, okay. When was your last relationship, Pauline?
About a year ago.
A year ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I'm not answering.
Okay.
Oh my God.
He belongs to the streets.
Seriously? Most likely, I've said this before. Women that don't want to answer that question, and you might as well, right? You might as well. I mean, if you didn't want to answer the question, you might as well just lied. Because more than likely, you would have had sex within maybe about 2 months, right? Maybe last month. It's about in the range of 2 months to yesterday. Because seriously, you're not answering that question because you don't want to look bad. I mean, because if let's say if you didn't have sex maybe 6 months ago, women would easily answer that. Or definitely a year ago, women would definitely answer that because it doesn't look like
He belongs to the streets.
you know.
Okay, 3 flaws you have to work on.
So, the last time you asked me this question, I had an issue. I had a hard time naming my 3 flaws, but I'm going to tell you about the flaws that I have worked on. So one of them is I've learned how to not shut down when it's a conflict going on in a relationship. I used to do that. It was bad. I could be selfish at times because, like I said, I don't want the man to have kids. I want you to spend your money on me. And let's see, a third one would be, sometimes I can overstep boundaries. If I really am into a person, I can kind of be overbearing a little bit.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you, honey?
Yeah. She doesn't. You can understand why she's 47 and single. This is the thing where a lot of women got to understand. Men don't want to handle you. Men don't want to deal with you, right? Men don't want the annoyance, right? If you have a bad personality, if you are selfish, you're really not worth it.
I'm very understanding. I feel like that I can relate to people. I'm very caring. I'm, looking for love. We have a good time. You'll get what you need from me for the most part.
Okay. All right.
What is that? The sex? swear. Just getting sex. I mean, to be honest, women do think little of men. Right? I mean, yes, sex is great. Men love sex. I mean, who wouldn't? But this is something that a lot of women have to understand. Men are a little bit deeper than just that. Sex is a great, way to attract a man. It's not a great way to keep a man. Okay. Sex, I mean, it's not the only way. Maybe I should say that. I mean, sex is very important, but it's like, if all he gets from you is sex, but then the rest of the time is headaches, I don't know. 5 minutes a day of fun is not worth the headache.
So we got. I wish I could put these questions back on. It don't let me put it on.
Questions.
Mr. Charles says, so basically you only want a man for his money. Got you.
I mean, if I'm gonna be attracted to a man, the money gotta bring me to him.
So that is why she want a man right now, not a woman. Because more than likely, it's either 50-50 or she had to pay. Because it seems like she has the more masculine energy. So that is why she wants a man now. For his use, for his usefulness. You see the selfishness? What man wants to deal with that? For sex? Not worth it. Especially old sex.
For the most part.
Do you normally date men that have the money that bring it to? Do you normally date men with money that they spend it on you?
Yes.
Where are they now? Where are said men now? I mean, fine. Women constantly do this, right? They say that they date these men. They say that I've dated the millionaires. I've dated the pretty boys. I've dated the 6-foot men. I dated the men with the dreads. I dated the men that, are charming, good looking, all this. Okay, great. Where are they now? Where are these men that you have dated, right? That fits all these requirements of yours. Why aren't you still with them? Because if you can't make it work with the men that fits your requirements, does that not, give you the idea that you don't qualify for these men? You can't keep these men? Girls walk up to a guy. I want to pay for all my stuff and only have sex when I want it. And that's the thing also, right? You want all the money. You want men to provide for you, give you money, buy shit for you, yet you decide whenever he's going to get sex from you. Absolutely insane.
Well, Mr. Charles.
That's how I know that I can obtain that.
They'll say, why did
you can't keep that. Most women can obtain a man that fits certain requirements of theirs. The issue is, can you keep these men?
you let it go? What happened to that guy?
He was married.
Fuck.
You knew he was married?
I didn't know that.
Oh, God.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
So, you were the side chick. So he spent his money on you because you were the mistress. Yeah. Makes sense.
At the time.
Well, that's why he was spending money on you, so keep your ass quiet. How long did you deal with him for?
Probably about 6 months.
How you not know he was married for 6 months?
No, I found out he was married like about 3 weeks into the relationship. And, he gave me the stupid spiel about, I'm a leaver, blah, blah, blah. The stuff they tell you when you're in your 20s. I didn't believe it in my 40s.
But you said you...
You didn't believe... You knew about it 3 weeks in. You didn't believe him. You stayed 6 months. Still makes you sound stupid.
Found out 3 weeks in and you dealt with him for 6 months.
Right, because I was trying to see if he was really going to get a divorce.
But you just said You just said, like, oh, this is what these men say when you're 20s. You still believed it in your 40s.
I was doing my own thing at the time, so I wasn't just committed.
We're not supposed
You were fine with being in a situationship. You were fine with being the side chick.
to be judgmental people. We're not.
I mean,
So hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all, there ain't nothing I don't like more than a woman that deals with a married man. I think that is so. I think we always talk about men who cheat, and yes, that is terrible. So I'm not taking away that energy, but I do not understand how a woman deals with a man and you know he has a wife. That's crazy to me.
But remember, I told you he told me he was gonna.
But it isn't.
This is I've said this before, right? This is why sometimes, and I'm not saying all the time, but a lot of times it is hard for me to have sympathy for women. You know, women kind of say, oh, he lies. They lie. Men change up. No, they don't. You just lied to yourself. Okay? I mean, it's like, I'm trying to give women more credit. Maybe I shouldn't. But I'm not about, like I said, I'm not about hating on women. So I try to give women more credit. They're not stupid. They're just acting stupid, right? Women see the red flags. They just choose to ignore it. They choose to lie to themselves for whatever reason. Maybe you are attracted to this man. Maybe he's giving you money, right? So you are lying to yourself, hoping for some change, hoping for the outcome that you maybe want because he's attractive or he's charming or he's buying you shit. So, you're getting the satisfaction and you are living in hope. So you're not, you're not making, I don't know. You're not feeling bad. But this is the problem I'm seeing with a lot of women. This is why a lot of people, and I don't think people should, have sympathy for you. Because you are doing it to yourself. At the end of the day, no one to blame but yourself. This is why I constantly preach about accountability. Because that is the only thing I believe in. Accountability. You are the controller of your own actions. Okay? You are the controller of your words and actions. You chose to deal with a man that's a red flag. You are the red flag.
Whatever he told you is whatever he told you. You should have enough respect for yourself to not want to deal with a man that got a whole wife.
Well, that's why I ended it, Kendra.
After 6 months? So what happened? What happened after 6 months? What happened after 6 months? What happened?
No, I'm just saying, it was it wasn't constant communication. It wasn't constant, I wasn't
communicate. He got a whole wife and probably kids.
Okay, so he was a truck driver. Okay, so he would come visit me from time to time. And in the meantime, I was really trying to wait and see what he was going to do. I wanted to believe him. But I was doing
because women lie to themselves. This is how women can date the pookies, the bad boys, the players, the abusers, the liars, the cheaters. Women lie to themselves. Oh, he's going to change. Oh, he's going to turn into the Prince Charming. Oh, he's going to, be the amazing man that I believe he could be. This is the problem. Women lie to themselves. It's not because men lie, but they do, but men aren't that great of a liar. Not because men are some amazing god of liars. No. It's not because men change up. No. It's because women lie to themselves.
I don't think, Kendra, don't think that I was a fool. Okay.
When was this?
See, the lack of accountability. You are a fool.
This was in 2018.
So, okay, you were in your late 30s.
I had just turned 40.
2018? You just turned 40?
Yeah.
Oh, you're 47.
Right.
Well, at 40 years old, you should know better. If you were 20-something years old, I would give you that naive pass. But at 40 years,
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't get. It's absolutely stupid to give the people the credit of being naive in their 20s. Stop with that shit. You're just promoting lack of accountability.
so you should know ain't no man leaving.
Okay. But this is the thing, Kendra, like, yes, I was listening to what he was saying, but I was not believing it 100%. I was hoping that that would be the case, but at the same time, I was waiting. But at the same time, I was doing my own thing, Kendra, like seriously.
Okay, listen, I don't mind you doing your own thing. That's not what I'm gonna move on from this because this literally is like I do not rock with women who date married men. I just feel like that is so disrespectful. And
I wasn't
I'm not
dating
even married,
him.
right? So
I wasn't dating. I wasn't dating
okay, did you
him.
sleep with this man in that 6 months? Be honest.
Kendra, this is the thing. When I met him, he presented himself as a single man.
But okay,
I found out.
But you told me, hold on. But you told me 3 weeks in, you realized he was married. So the question is, did you sleep with him once you knew he had a wife?
Yes.
Okay. So
but I had already slept with him before that.
I don't care. You shouldn't sleep with him ever again. The moment, let me tell you something. And I'm speaking from experience.
What's up, Jay? Yes, she is a mess. She is a mess. Women can't stand the fact that they cannot control relationships. That is why they invented the word situationship, so they don't think they got played. Exactly. And this is why women lie to themselves as well. Women will lie to themselves so they can make it sound better.
Experience. And this is how I know that men are married men, not all married men cheat, but married men know that plenty of women will date them even though they have a wife. And I just can't get with it. I'm like, because let me tell you something. Let me tell you why. How do you expect him to treat you any better? All you're going to do is switch places with her at best one day. So if he got a woman he sat in front of God for and committed to and is lying to her, what makes you think he's not going to lie to you and treat you better? I don't understand why side chicks think that they're going to get better treatment than the wife. He is showing you he is a liar. Why would you want to
This is true. This is true. But all men are liars and all men cheat.
No, all men.
You fucking kidding me? You haven't dated all men. I hate that bullshit. I really fucking hate that shit. To have the audacity to say all men lie and all men cheat. I'm sorry. You are stupid enough to date such men, but that is no other man's fault. That is no other man's fault that you are stupid enough to date a liar and a cheater. That is your own fault. And to blame other men for your stupidity is absolutely insane. Really, I absolutely abhor. This is a thing where I absolutely hate and get angry when women blame all men for the stupid things they do, right? You chose the liar and cheater. You did. No other man forced you, right, to jump on that man's dick. No other man did. No other man put a gun to your head and said for you to deal with this liar and cheater. So do not blame other men for your stupidity. There are plenty of men, plenty. And in my honest opinion, majority of men do not lie and cheat. It's just that you're stupid enough to pick the ones that do. And that is your fucking fault. I absolutely hate when women blame all men for the stupid things they do. Right? For the men that they choose, they blame all men for it. I absolutely hate that shit. Oh, yeah. The T-App thing? Yeah, the T-App thing is pretty crazy. I've been trying to think if I should make a video on that, but it's kind of hard because there's not, I don't think there's, I mean, a substantial amount of content, but I don't know. I'll see.
Men that you attract are liars and cheats. That's not the truth. That's just the men that you attract. So don't speak for all men. There's some good men out there that don't lie and don't cheat, but you just haven't been attracting those type of guys. And you got to figure out what are you doing to not attract those type of guys.
This is true because I attract a lot of married people, and I don't know why.
Yeah, because you're perfect. Oh, I can tell you why you're perfect for a married guy. Because A, you don't really like men like that. You like women. So you'll entertain men. B, you like money. See, here's the deal. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, but I'm attracting married women too.
Okay, but before I get there, let me just say here, then I'm packaging. Married men.
Interesting. I might think of that. I might think of an idea like that.
Don't mind spending money on side chicks because they want to keep y'all at bay. They don't want you to blow up the spot. So they're gonna give you money to keep you quiet because they don't want you to ruin their happy home. So if you need something and they got it, they gonna figure it out because they don't want you to be on Instagram and on the Kendra G show talking about them one day. Now your attraction to married women, Pauline, I don't know, girl. It is what it is at this moment, child. I don't have nothing for that. I mean, I guess it just is what it is. I don't have no response. It is what it is. So you want a married woman or a married man?
No, Kendra, I want a single man.
Okay. All right. And why would a single man be lucky to be with you?
I already answered that.
Oh, you did? Remind me.
He wouldn't. He absolutely wouldn't.
Oh, okay. Kendra, listen, I am frustrated as you are too. I really do need to figure out why I attracted married people.
You know, this is something that women like this need to understand. Fine. One thing to do is that if you attract these men, you attract these men. The issue is that what you do when you attract these men. Problem doesn't lie with these men because there will be good and bad people regardless. Right? They're good men, they're bad men. The issue is what you do when you meet said bad men. Okay? If you are fine with being bad men's mistresses, then really that is on you. The onus is on you. Right? You choose to entertain bad people, like be in relationship with the pookies, with the players, bad boys. Well, that at the end of the day, that's your fault. No one else to blame but yourself.
Like it is very frustrating. Like
I can tell you why I think a little bit because, and this is just the truth. Some, the term side chick, you probably only married people have a full-time person, and maybe you don't want to be the full-time person, so part-time works well for you. Like I'll get with you every now and then, or I'll see you when I can see you. So sometimes we use the label side chicks, but sometimes side chicks don't want to be in first place because they don't want the responsibility of the day-to-day. So
Kendra, these people are presenting themselves as single when I meet them.
Well, why are you not them? Okay, but even you said after 3 weeks you learned what it was, right? You learned what it was. I remember this is a true story. I remember I had a date with a guy who was married and I did not know. So I'm on this date and he was a basketball player, not gonna say no names, but he wasn't, it's like he had played years ago. So we're on this date and we were talking and somehow we talked about kids. And then I was like, well, how many kids do you have? And then he told me how many kids he had. And I was like, it was a lot of kids. And I was like, but how many women? And he told me the women. I was like, and why didn't you marry like any of the women you had kids with? He was like, I am married. And I was like, you're married? Oh, you're married. Oh, okay. I had like 10 more minutes left. And then I was like, well, I wish you the best and we'll keep it going. And he reached out to me a few times after and I never responded, like ever. Like, because you as a married man should know. But what's crazy is he said it so comfortable that it lets me know that there's so many women who that's not a deal breaker for them.
And also, you gotta think Kendra's world. She's a basketball player. She's dating millionaires, right? She's talking to millionaires. Well, that's the fucking life you'll get. I honestly believe in men are only as faithful as their options, and top tier men, seriously, it's rare for top tier men to be faithful because they have options. It's just you know, it seems like a fact, right? It seems like a fact. So she's dealing with men that the likelihood won't be faithful. The likelihood that, probably have a bunch of women.
There are so many women who will entertain a married man like it ain't nothing. Because he dropped it like, I'm married. But my wife goes out of town. I'm like, oh, she does. Does she know you're at a date with me? Like, Negro, no, not I. And let me tell you why I'm not no perfect Christian. This is going to be the honest truth. I just believe in karma. And I just feel like you can't date a married man and then ask God to bless you in your own relationship. Because you got to pay for that karma. I think we don't think about the energy we put out, the energy we get back, right? And I'm not perfect. So this is not, Kendra ain't perfect, y'all. I'm really saved by grace, to be quite honest. But I think knowingly dealing with a married person, you have to get that karma back to you in some way.
But remember, Kendra, these people that I'm meeting are presenting themselves as single when I first meet them.
I understand that part, but then, okay, yes, they lie, but the moment you learn, that's your ending.
You're right.
Like if they present themselves as single.
The lack of accountability. Pushing blame on others. Instead of, you know what? How about have some self-reflection? How about be healed and say that, you know what? Who gives a shit what the other person does? It's about what I did, okay? I'm owning my flaws. I'm owning my mistake. I messed with a married man. So that is own your shit, all right? Own your flaws.
Okay. Now on that period, you honestly didn't know. So that's fair game. But you're held accountable the moment you know.
You're right.
Okay. But it is what it is. Okay. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
This is why a lot of women like this will pretty much stay single. Best they can do is situationships. I mean, women like this got to realize that they are just, in my honest opinion, no good man is going to be attracted to this, or very few good men, okay? Especially the men that she would be attracted to probably won't be attracted to her. So, because she doesn't have qualities that, she doesn't have, anything that, these men will find attractive. Plus, yes, she's a woman that has dealt with married men, dealt with married women. She's messy. She does have kind of like a masculine energy. She's kind of selfish. Spend money on her. She's really nothing. She's really. I can always understand women that are top tier good looking, or just really like sevens at least a 7, thinking for men to spend money on them. Women that are 5s and belows to think that men should spend money on them, like, what are men spending money on? You're average. You're nothing special. I mean, best you should be more grounded, right? But it is what it is. What do you guys think? All right, guys. Thank you for all the support, right? Evil Eddie, my brother. Thank you, my brother, for stopping by, for the support. AJ, thank you, my brother. Thank you for stopping by. Right, Patricia, my sister, you got my heart. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Redneck, my brother. Thank you for stopping by. All right, thank you for stopping by. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Evil Eddie. You guys are amazing, right? I love you guys. All right, have a good night. See you guys in the next live. Please check out my other videos, right? It's always great if you guys can help me out with those. Check my other videos, comment if you can. But yeah, you guys are amazing, right? Later, guys.